Rime of the Frostmaiden. So if you are interested in earning a point of DM inspiration, and it might be an important one, give me a roll into chat to give us the recap.
Oh yeah, I do have to open Forge to play this game, don't I?
It will help you immensely.
Forgot about that part.
mean,
I was
it's
just
been a
waiting
while
for-
since we played.
I was just waiting for you to start describing stuff. I don't know.
That's next week's session where we all take ayahuasca and then we try to play D&D.
You're not making me take ayahuasca.
I will also send you guys diapers for when we do that.
Anybody else? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller?
Okay, it looks like for the recap, Game in the Glaive.
Right. So, Lord. Yeah. So we got done with the underground bits, and yeah, we're chasing after the dragon, and we decide that after going through some trials and tribulations, we're gonna get to Brynchanda and figure it out from there. And well, we do some preparation work, and talk to people. Acadia talks to the Church of Auril, and we realise, using maths and junk and wizard shit, that we're going to be able to meet the dragon part way, but I mean it's still doing some serious damage, like, and we can get to I don't fucking know, one of the towns that isn't burned to a fucking crisp, and make preparations. So Lord, Abelas, he's got his owls. I went and got a climbing kit, and we've got mimic glue, the shit, and we're preparing for a battle and whatnot, and it's getting closer. We got to make a judgment call. Like, are we gonna meet it in the air, or are we gonna lure it down to the ground and try and wrestle it?
Absolutely. The weight of your task weighs heavily upon each of you. You may take a point of DM inspiration.
All right.
Excellent. Well, let us now move on to our Thane facts. Let us begin with Akia 13. Akia, could you tell us your Thane fact for this week?
Certainly. Akia's Thane fact, as you well know, Akia has been traveling for about 2 years on their own, basically just working odd jobs and spending a lot of time just sitting around between jobs, not doing anything at all. One of the odd jobs that they got was actually working as a miner, and they, not particularly strong, but they did notice some trends in where veins would be. Got slightly better at picking them out than just random searching, and actually became a little bit appreciated for that. Just picking out spots like, I think vein will be there, and I'm not sure where it was. I'm not sure if it was. I can leave that up to the DM. If it ever becomes, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, he worked in Kelvin's Cairn, and then we have to go to Kelvin's Cairn for some reason. But I'm thinking just like some little mining operation out of some town somewhere, just getting like some iron or something. Not anything crazy. But Akia was a miner for about 2 months.
And probably the place that would make the most sense in the fiction is the city of Tourmaline, which has a giant gem mine. Absolutely. You may take a point of Faxpiration for your efforts. Thank you.
He used to be
I
a
know.
minor. Now he's just a minor. Because he's only
A
like
minor,
2 years
minor,
old.
Mm-hmm.
Minor squared. Thank you. Let us move on to Alicia. Alicia, hello. Lex, hello.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool, cool. Man, I'm starting to wind down on some of the things I can speak about them without giving too much away. However, I will say that recently, probably like a chunk of everyone I know is currently playing through Baldur's Gate. I won't give any spoilers, but there is a place that I actually just recently got to that I think if that place was within this world, Alicia and probably some other acolytes of Lathander may have made a pilgrimage to there a couple of times. Notwithstanding the events that happen within the game. But I feel like that's a location that they probably have gone to at one point when they're serving Baldur's Gate.
I see.
And I won't speak anymore. Other than just go take a hike in the mountains, that's all.
I love it. All right. Well, hopefully we can learn more from Alicia. And we will just let the fact inspiration present on your sheet ride. Well, let us bounce over to the Lotus. Lotus, what is your thing fact for this week?
All right. So for Lotus, I think I may have mentioned this before, but I can give a little bit more details here. Lotus was actually taken from her home on Earth, city of Baltimore, on Christmas Eve. And it was always a bit of a rough time for her because her relationship with her mother has been kind of complicated, if I'm sure you all can guess why. But the thing was, is like, she always did like spending the holidays with her mother because her mom would always make her famous taco casserole. And it would always be at least a little bit of time where they could just chill and just talk with each other about what they've been up to in their lives. And it was a nice moment between them for a little while. And then Lotus turned to the fridge to see the crayon drawing still up there, and it just started a whole thing between them about how, like, you know, how can you still love him? How can you still expect he's going to come back? It's been more than 20 years. What's wrong with you? And it was just a whole thing, and Lotus just stormed out, and the last thing she said to her mother before she left, and the last words that Lotus's mom heard, for as far as she knew, was just "Merry fucking Christmas."
You
Oh,
filthy
no.
animal.
Oh no. I'm sure that Lotus just has that constantly on her mind as the last word she said to her mother.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you have earned Faxpiration for your effort. Thank you. And it looks as if Avalis is AFK for the moment, so let us ask Galen the Glaive. Galen, what is your thing fact for this week?
I don't recollect if I've shared this before, but prior to being discovered as a potential pit fighter, I lived on the streets of Waterdeep, just trying to survive. Wasn't particularly good pickpockets, so I ended up doing, smash and grabs, just general thievery. And it wasn't until I got into a fight with a bunch of older lads where it was a 4-to-1 odds that the man who ended up being my manager saw the fight and was like, that lad right there, he's got potential. So yeah, I've done a bit of skullduggery in my time.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, you have earned Faxpiration in the Manchester Need going into our next session here. Thank you. Well, let us continue with Avalis. Avalis, what is your thing fact for this week?
So Avalis has not really experienced a lot of complex emotions that he's had to deal with. It's been all pretty baser emotions, pretty easy to deal with and resolve. And since traveling with the party, he has been confronted with a lot of complex emotions that he doesn't care for. And I don't know if anyone has noticed, probably have, that since dealing with the Duergar, he has not dealt with them very well. So he's going through some shit right now, basically.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully this Chartland Dragon business can be over quickly. So that we can get back to solving the issue, the greater issue at hand.
At least he's really good at using his words to, talk things out with people.
Oh, absolutely. So, let me take you all back to the Targos map. And let me give you with this information. The wind howls through the desolate landscape of Icewind Dale, carrying with it the sounds of destruction and dread. The once lively towns of the region lie in ruins, their streets silent, their hearts cold, their peoples scattered to the wind. Only 2 of the 10 towns remain. Our heroes remain in the city of Targos, hopeful to stop the forward advance of the Chartland Dragon, Sardric Sunblight's final weapon of destruction. Even the walled cities of 10 towns appear to be no resilience, no armor against this creature. A monstrous construct of malevolence and power. The current time and date. We are on the 6th of Marpanoth. It is nearly 9 in the morning, year 1489. Our heroes have stood up many resistances against this creature. But as you are waiting for it to gloom the city of Targos, heroes, do you make any last moment setups, any last moment preparations? Or do you stand out in the open tundra waiting for this monster to come?
Let's see here. I say, as I'm waiting for it to approach, I've been saving this for special occasions, so I guess Lewis will go ahead and take and munch on the last of Nimsy's magical cookies. All right, Max.
Oh, hell yeah.
No.
Hey, that's 8 temp hit points. That's pretty cool.
I was going to do something similar. But yeah, cookie time.
Excellent.
If I can find out my sheet where to put it.
As you all are doing your last minute preparations, you hear a horn from one of the guard towers. And you can see running to the horn is the master of the town guard, the master of the town militia, Scath, the armored tiefling. The approach is quick and steady as he makes his way up the guard tower. A quick conversation is had between him and the guardsman. He runs down the tower, and starts heading to your central location within the city. So we got 3 cookie eaters, Akia and Avalis. Do you make any last preparations before I tell you what information is coming from the guardsmen?
So, Avalis sees that he's on an owl with no saddle or any security of being held on there. And he's thinking, if he wild shapes into, I don't know, a squirrel and tries to flatten himself out to cut, the speed at which he will plummet to the earth, real world, that works because that's what squirrels do. In D&D world, does that work?
You instantly fall 500 feet. Rah!
Well, is it a flying squirrel or just a normal squirrel?
Well, that's just it. Like, I mean, in real world, normal squirrels can do that. They can fall from any height and be fine. But I mean, seriously, like, Google it. But in D&D, I have a feeling that's not how it works, because otherwise squirrels would have a flying speed or gliding speed or something.
Well, cats don't have dark vision, and that's dumb. So
Yeah.
You're asking if you don't take fall damage as a squirrel. The answer would be no.
Yeah. Avalis is gonna die. So
Also,
he
can
just
squirrels fall from like 300 feet in the air and not die?
any height. Yeah. No.
Their terminal velocity apparently is very low.
Interesting.
Yep.
I feel like Newton would be like, "This is bullshit. Get me my hammer and my feather."
Yeah. So don't think you can throw a squirrel out of an airplane and it'd die. It'd be weirded out, but it'd be fine.
Oh, I show my physics classes when I'm teaching physics classes. I show them a video of the giant vacuum chamber, and they release a feather and a bowling ball at the same time from like 50 feet up, and they hit the ground at the same time. It's just really cool.
Absolutely.
Back to D&D.
Yeah. So he just says a couple of prayers to Sylvanas and tries to calm the owl.
Excellent.
Akia, I think, is has got the mimic glue ready to douse themselves with when they see the dragon approaching, and I think they're just going to try and hide near the shrine. So, well, not shrine, the trap that has been set. So I guess they'll just make a stealth check.
I'll ask you to make it when it is appropriate.
All right. Then that's
Okay.
what they're doing.
The guardsman approaches your group in the center of town and says, "We believe that the dragon is coming. We see a shadow on the horizon making its way here. You know that the visibility in Icewind Dale is low at best. At worst, not visible, so we can see its approach."
All right. The mimic adhesive lasts for 10 minutes. I'll risk it and go ahead and apply that.
Okay. You all hear, maybe moments after the guardsman speaks, a screech that fills everyone's ears. The sound that you all are very familiar with, the sound of the dragon as it crawled out of the rooftops. But you all, I'm not going to make you do a check for this. You realize that this screech is coming from the harbor, not from the front walls.
It's coming. Question. Am I still on Owlback, or am by Avalis, or?
I will let you guys decide that if you are on Elback with Avalis, ready to Guardians of Gahul this bitch.
We do have a second owl that we summoned for you if you want, because I don't think an owl can carry 2 people.
Okay. So what Gaiman would ask Avalis to communicate to the owl, since Gaiman can't speak owl, is to is for the owl to get above, find the dragon, not engage with it, but to get Gaiman above the dragon so Gaiman can drop onto the dragon.
Okay. Atlas will tell that to the owl and then say once he's dropped his payload to get the heck out of here.
Sounds
Save
good.
himself.
Excellent. You hear cries from the outward-facing walls, the walls facing towards Bryn Shander, and you hear the guardsmen say, "It's coming! It's coming! We can see it on the horizon!" But you can hear conflicting calls from the guardsmen atop the guard towers facing Mayor Dweldon. It's coming! We can see it! Its wings are hidden in the shadow of the night sky, but we can see it!
Atlas takes off.
Heroes, you now realize that you are hearing things that might be disconcerting.
Akia just looks confusedly to Alicia and Lotus. It seems to be coming from different directions. Perhaps it's just a shadow?
Kind of snapping out in the middle of a prayer. Visibility is shit. It's always dark.
Wait, I remember. Wasn't there? Didn't we hear tell of another dragon, a white dragon, that resided in this area? Yes.
That is correct.
Well,
True, but it's usually avoided the towns as far as I know.
well, dragons tend to be very territorial, aren't they?
If Atlas gets his wish of Dragon Dome, I'm gonna die.
We should go take a look. And unless Alicia or Lotus disagrees, Akia will start heading to the top of Town Hall.
All right.
I was actually kind of hoping
Alright.
that's where we were.
We were right next to Town Hall. We were like right here. So like I was at the building. I'm just gonna head to the top of it to see if I can see anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, then Alicia will follow.
So,
Right.
which direction do you wish to look? Do you wish to look towards the land or towards the lake?
Akia will look towards the land, I suppose.
Akia.
I'll look towards the lake.
Okay, Akia, I'm going to start with you. Using your powers of perception, you know that the guards were wrong. There's not a dragon coming. You can feel the ground beginning to tremble. There is people walking, clearly visible towards the gate. You see them, citizens of Tin Towns. You recognize some of them from Goodmead, but their faces, frozen in expressions of pain, their skin frozen and desiccated, their mouths wide and agape, marching tirelessly, moaning an unearthly moan as they head towards the city walls.
Oh no.
We got fucking White Walkers.
Yeah, no.
Alicia, you are looking out toward
The frozen lake. Yep.
the frozen lake. A shadow on the ice. A monstrous construct of power stretches across the harbor. You can feel its influence even from where you are as it begins to head towards Targos. Heroes, your attention may be split in two directions. Which do you confront? How do you split your forces? Confronting the army that has been raised, or the dragon that's coming towards the back door of Targos?
Well, we got two in the air already.
I'm gonna backdoor the backdooring dragon.
God damn it.
The wall will hold against that for some time. Nothing's going to stop the dragon unless we do it.
I mean,
I would
we
have
can
to
split the
agree with
party. I
Tia
mean,
on this.
just Gaiman is being a bit single-minded about this.
Or if I'm gonna send you a wisdom saving throw, privately, because Lathander does not like undead, and Alicia does not like undead. So, yeah. If it's low, then point me in the direction of the undead.
Absolutely. Okay. I would say with your wisdom save, Alicia, you can make the decision here because you rolled high enough to where your compulsion towards your religion is not going to drive you to its tenets. You can make the choice here for yourself based on your roll that you just made.
Okay. Then Alicia will stick with the party and stick with the plan and try and bring down this dragon. If things change on the walls, then that may change Alicia's directive. But for right now, they're gonna stick with the party. For now.
The captain of the guard will say, "Heroes, I'm Thanes. I hate to put this all on you, but with what I am seeing approaching the city walls of Targos, we must use the army to make sure that they do not invade the city and overrun who are inside and come for your backsides. We cannot allow that to happen if you are to engage the dragon from the front."
Hold the line, Captain. We shall take care of the dragon.
I did not know that this was the result of its destruction. We cannot let Targos fall and add thousands to its army.
Captain Scaff, I wish you luck. But if you let any of those undead pass those gates, I will not read rights for you. Do you understand?
Nor would I expect you to. If I am to die this day, I am to ensure that I save Targos in doing so, and earn my place in the afterlife. I don't plan to do so as a coward, or a failure.
I'll just give them a nod.
You hear him begin to rabble the defenders of Targos and get them to be fired up and ready for this fight. He will look to you, Akia, and say, "I will have to take all of my soldiers to ensure that the walls remain. I am sorry that I cannot leave those who throw nets for you. I need every hand."
I understand. Set oil fires where you can in front of the walls. It will slow them down.
Yes. Yes, it will. May Lathander protect you. And you see Kath swap his cape. Walk towards the walls.
May the light watch all of us this day. At least it's gonna start heading towards the harbor.
Alright. Yeah. I guess Akia will start heading towards the harbor as well. Abandoning the trap for now.
Yeah. Lotus will go along with you, and as she does, you can see she's thinking very deeply about something, and she hears a voice in her head. She's not really sure. Is she flashing back to that time on the ship when she finally broke out? Like, is she just remembering something, or is she someone actually communicating with her? But she hears a familiar voice saying to her, Show them your true power, my white lotus. And you just see this determined look in her eyes as the arcane energy starts swelling in her hands.
Awesome. All right, heroes. Well, I will take you all to the map of the harbor. You do this alone. Your companions left behind in the city of Brent Shander. Only the Thanes stand against the might of the Chardalyn Dragon.
Hope no one touches that Shardlin while we're away and goes mad and melts.
Yeah, you don't want to have a Raiders of the Lost Ark situation with everyone in town. Here, let's see. So we're gonna need some owls for you guys to ride.
Ooh.
Giant owl.
Also, game, and remember you have Death Ward on you.
Thank you for reminding me.
Uh-huh. So, go nuts!
I mean, that's technically what a rage is, so yes.
But this time you have the Light of Lathander behind you. At least for one. The first time you dropped a 0.
I'm not quite sure how Tempest will feel about all this.
It's a tag team situation.
Excellent. Well, let me take you guys to the map. You see that the harbor of Targos stretches out in front of you. The water frozen, boats broken and beaten down. The walls auspiciously bare, as all of the city's defenders have gone to deal with the undead army surging towards Targos.
Someone's been ice skating.
Oh yeah.
Really? They didn't send the Zamboni out again to smooth the ice? That's some bullshit.
I like this map. It's a nice map.
The expanse of the harbor is pierced by a rumble. A shadow, vast and foreboding, is moving over top of the ice. Its form growing clearer and clearer with each passing moment. With a deafening roar, the Chardalyn Dragon bursts forth. As it comes into view, a beam of light erupts from its mouth, shattering the walls as easily as you would shatter glass. Its body, a grotesque masterpiece forged from Chardalyn, gleams beneath its scaled armor with an unnatural luster, reflecting the light from Targos back upon you all. You see its wings are made of the same Chardalyn, dripping down from its body, oily film down upon the ice. As it ascends overhead, it releases a guttural roar, a sound that resonates with pure malice. the dragon has arrived. It is currently 300 feet in the air.
Oh no, it's beautiful.
We would have, I assume, Gaiman's owl and my owl would have tried to have matched altitude as much as possible, having already circled overhead.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to be on your owls at a height of 300 feet, you can. The dragon is going to start from this point on the map. And I'm just going to go ahead and click its little sword and shield icon. This is a huge map. So you guys can let me know if you need me to scroll it out or something. I don't know. So I'm going to grab you guys. We're going to go ahead and sword and shield you. And to make
yes,
it... Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to ask if... obviously, I don't have control, but I didn't know if it was possible to be able to manipulate the owl. Otherwise, I'm going to have to be in the Janaski to, like, move me.
Absolutely. I can give you control of the owl. That is absolutely fine. Let's see. Configure ownership. Oh, I see. All right, you should be able to move the owl now. And to simplify things for me, I'm going to actually remove the owls from combat. And I think I can make it so that the owls follow you guys.
You don't have to do that, because then we're going to have to break the link. At least I will. As long as I have control, I'll just, highlight everybody and move as one.
I gotcha. Alrighty. Well, the Charlin Dragon needs to roll into initiative. Ooh. That is a natty 1 for its initiative. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So, we will begin this fight. Lotus, you see that the dragon has come into view, looking to destroy the town of Targos and all of its residents.
Alright. Lotus definitely does not want that to happen. Let's see. So I will go ahead and take some movement. Alright, so we'll take some movement, pop over here. Oop. Oh, actually, yeah. Hold on. Oop, would be there. Hoop. Alright, I'll say it's like, I'm going to head, it's like, and I'll just sort of point over, it's like, I'm going to head over this way, see if I can get a good support position. So, yep. Now I'll go ahead and pop there. Alright, yep, and I'll just go ahead and hang here, and I will then go ahead and...
You had a good bit more movement if you were dashing.
Right. Thank you.
Don't go too far.
Make sure here.
So my timer's gonna try and bless everyone.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep, there we go. Alright, so yep, I'll just go ahead and pass next in line to Alice.
Okay, I will grab Avalis. Oh, yep, Avalis, you are acting. You are on the back of your owl. What do you do?
I I will have the owl hold its position, so just like do like circles, and take the dodge action while I wait for the dragon to come closer. Because I ain't gonna come closer to it, not yet. And Avalis will hold an action. I don't think it's gonna close more than 250 feet in this round, but just in case. Oh shit! I can't hold a spell, or I'll waste it.
We're not concentrating on anything right now.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Avalis isn't gonna do anything right now. He's just gonna wait, which I guess will count as a dodge action technically. So.
I gotcha. So dodge action for Avalis.
Yeah.
All right, Avalis, who would you like to pass to?
I'll pass to my other wing man.
You heard him, Gaiman. You are his wingman.
Who, me? Alright.
Oh, goodness.
So, Gaiman asked Avalis to instruct the owl to get above the dragon so he can jump off. So, that's what's going to happen. At least working towards that end.
It can go 60 or dash 120 if you want.
Yeah. Now. Oh wait, I don't have control because I can't. It's not. There's a language barrier. Okay, so yes, we're gonna move. Yeah, we're gonna. We're gonna fly 60 feet towards the dragon, and then we're gonna go. As we're doing that, we're gonna go 60 feet up as well. So
What's
it's
the
serious height?
What's the intelligence of a giant owl? Maybe you can just point the direction you want to go.
It's 8,
Intelligence
so
8.
it's actually really smart.
Oh, that's as smart as like a regular person.
Yeah.
You can just
Yes.
point where you want it to go.
It's smarter than a lot of D&D
Characters.
player characters.
Or at least as smart. Depending on whether you roll for stats. Well, okay, so Morpheus, I don't know how you want to rule this because I can't communicate with the owl directly, but I could point. Would I be able to use my movement and action to get additional distance out of this round?
So the owl on its turn essentially can go 120. If you want to spend your turn to get it to move further, you absolutely can.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to have it move 60 and go up 60, and then I'm going to, use my action and movement to make it go another 120. So let me just adjust height real quick.
Perfect. Absolutely. That's really just how mounts work. They just make you go fast.
Right, but just because of the previously established language issue, I didn't want to assume and thus abuse things.
Oh, no problem. We'll see how long your owl gets to be around. All right, Damon, if that's it for you, do you wish to pass your turn?
Yes, I will pass. Thank you for everyone's patience. I will pass to Alicia.
Alrighty, we are up to Alicia.
Hmm. Nope, everyone's too spread out. Can't do that. Alright, then never mind. Alicia's just going to start making their way towards
Downtown?
Towards the dragon. Making their way downtown.
Walking fast. Well, yeah, walking fast in this case. I would say flying fast, but mountain.
I will. No, I'll stay where I am, but I will dodge after taking that movement. And that's gonna be it from me. I'll pass to Akia.
Okay, yeah, you're up.
Akia is going to... they're going to summon Kuma as their action, I think. So, yeah. See, what's the 60 feet? Kuma, get somewhere safe and be ready to help. And Akia is going to... I guess Akia is going to move up. And Kuma's going to just take the dodge action. And pass to the Shardland Dragon.
Alrighty, the Shardland Dragon will act. At the start of its turn, you hear it gain 4 Paragon actions. It roars out when it sees a creature flying in the air to challenge it. With 2 beats of its metal wings, it flies 90 feet closer to the owl and Gaiman as it rockets through the air.
But we're small. We don't present a threat. Why'd you come in to attack us, huh?
The dragon appears not to speak your language as it moves forward toward you.
Wait, why am I said I was 360 feet up. Hold on.
Oh, you're 360?
Yeah, he raised up.
Oh, there you go. So you're 360. So the dragon flies 85 feet. It is now 65 feet below you. It stares up to you and the owl. And you see it begins to build up energy in its chest and in its mouth, in its throat. Its eyes begin to glow as it targets you and the owl. It will fire its radiant breath at you both. Kind of in a straight up line. Oh, it low rolled its damage. but we'll need a dex save from the owl and from Gaiman as a beam of light fires out of the dragon's mouth. And Gaiman would have seen this come.
All right, so danger sense would apply.
Mhm.
All right. It's a dex save for the owl, and then my dex save.
Oof.
That owl is toast.
So you succeed. The owl, however, does not succeed.
Did you Yoshi jump?
I guess I'm gonna have to Yoshi jump now.
There's a cooked turkey, giant cooked turkey falling from the
How
sky.
many hit points does a giant owl have? Hopefully more than 20.
19.
Oh,
19. It
wow.
is dunzo.
Oh,
It-
poor baby.
It just took it out.
Took it out. No.
No,
Ooh.
no.
All right, so I
Woot
take 10
could have done that
damage.
to it. Absolutely. So it blasts forward with its beam, and Gaiman, you are going to begin to free fall from 360 feet up in the air. What do you do?
That's a great question. Hold on one second.
I mean, you're pretty damn close to it.
I am, but hold on. Where is it? Is it on the bottom? Okay, so this is not great. So I have, as part of the bandolier that Akia gave me, I have Featherfall, because otherwise I just hit the ground.
It will cause a wild magic surge if you do it.
I think that may be
Well,
the
it's that,
least
or I
of its
take
problems.
360 feet of fall damage.
Yeah. Just a fun reminder.
I believe Featherfall is a reaction.
Yep.
That's correct.
Bear with me, I'm just looking at the spell. Okay, so I can choose up to 5 fallen creatures within range. Okay, so as a reaction, because that's all I got left, I will cast Featherfall on myself using the previously provided scroll, and I'm now even Stevens with the dragon because I just fell 60 feet.
Excellent. And I don't believe Gaiman has any type of magical experience, so I'm going to have to roll on the Wild Magic Surge table.
No, he would not previously. He only just got any kind of intelligence, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going
Ooh.
to say, if this is something just terrible and kills you, I'm very sorry.
I always, when I roll on this table, I say if it's something kind of like that, then I take the liberty to re-roll.
All right, and I just took the liberty of deleting that owl since it's done so anyway.
Absolutely. Its body falls 360 feet to the ground, makes a loud plump as its bones crack, its neck breaks, and its organs smoosh.
Hope my owl didn't see that.
Okay, so what happens when Gaiman casts this spell? You all hear a shuddering noise as every door in the city of Targos opens at the same time, smashes off of their hinges, and then begins to float up into the air. Every door. Alicia, you see that the doors to the front gates begin to rise up into the sky.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Fuck.
You see the doors to the guard towers begin to rip and fly up into the sky, and you hear the voices of the soldiers, the militias, just go, "What the hell is happening?"
We just killed another town, guys.
I'm sorry.
They'll be fine.
Sorry, not sorry.
Wait, that was from the magic surge?
Yep.
The magic surge result was every doorway within 1 mile rips off its hinges and rises 1d10 miles into the air.
The gates being a doorway. Okay.
I mean, it's a doorway, right?
Yep.
You were technically correct.
Okay.
They're
7
already-
miles in the air?
Oh man, I hope that no one's underneath those when they come crashing down.
You said every doorway, right?
Yeah, it
Within a
says
mile.
Okay.
every doorway within 1 mile of the magic surge rips off and races into the air.
Are there
Man,
doors
fucking
on the
locks-
Shardland Dragon?
Unfortunately, not. There is no technically doorways.
The exhaust pipe in the back ain't the door.
I
No,
mean,
it
it could
doesn't
have
have.
like hatches on it or something. I don't know.
Gosh, no, that is just an open port for anyone to sail through.
I will.
That sounded weird.
I will say, when this is all over, locksmiths and carpenters are gonna have a hell of a business in Targo.
If there are any left.
Yeah.
They're all rubbing their hands together like the Birdman after that just happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the Charterland Dragon's action. It fires its beam, destroys the giant owl. Gaiman is now beginning to float towards the ground like a feather as the doors in Tardos have just been ripped off their hinges. It nods its head like, "Good job, dragon," as it fired its beam. It has 5 feet of movement left, so it will just simply move 1 more square forward, not really taking into mind Gaiman's actions as it moves down. And that is it for it. Let's see. I believe that is everyone has acted in
And I'm
this
going to
round.
steal into the next round because I just took damage.
Absolutely. So we will go to round 2, and Gaiman will start us off.
All right. So I feel that it's fair to say, because Gaiman sought out the climber's kit, that he's actively wearing it.
Sure.
All right. So the only thing that makes sense here, since the dragons decided, oh, I'm going to get up close and personal now, is we're going to have to reach out and inappropriately touch this thing. We're going to bonus action rage, for starters.
Absolutely.
So now we're big enough and strong enough to, like, reach out and grab this fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. All right. So that's my bonus action. And it would... It would be an action to put on the mimic glue. So no, we don't want to do that. If I reach out and grab the dragon, at that point, I would stop falling. Yes, and that would end Featherfall.
That's correct. So if you could support your own weight with the dragon, you would not need the effects of Featherfall any longer.
All right. In that case, I'm going to try and grab on to any appendage of the dragon. And yes, you can insert whatever, phallic joke you want there.
Unfortunately enough, the door guard did not give the dragon a big old honkin' Charterland dong. It
Thank
is
God.
it is like a Ken doll down there.
That's why it's so angry.
That's why it's so angry.
It doesn't feel that it is Ken enough.
Such a good movie.
It is. And the irony is, those men that choose not to watch it are those that most desperately need to.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to I'm going to attempt to grapple this thing.
Excellent. It will make a strength check to resist.
All right. I'm raging, so at advantage.
If you can beat a 10, you grab
Yes, I
it.
can.
Let's see here. Just looking here. Okay, and because the creature is essentially 2 sizes larger than you, you can grab it and hold on, but you won't slow it down.
That's fine. I was not aiming to try and do anything that, abusive.
Absolutely. So you use your first attack. You grabbed onto it.
He was hailing an Uber.
So, where am I grabbing onto it? Am I like on a limb? Have I grabbed a wing? Have I grabbed the body?
You have grabbed onto one of its armor plates that is sticking out from the dragon's neck shoulder area that is protruding quite a distance out that you were able to get handhold on.
Okay. I mean, if I can do kind of whatever with my extra attack, I guess I'll try and if I'm using my arms to just hold on for dear life at this point, I'll just try and headbutt it. Then even if I fail to do anything with it, I'll at least be able to maintain my rage.
Absolutely.
So here comes the unarmed strike. If I can click the right button. Here we go.
A 22 is going to hit as you boom hit the dragon with your head. The contact is solid. However, your head does not seem to do as much damage as you were hoping. I don't believe your head is a magical weapon.
Actually, and this may backfire, but I think this, in all due honesty, I am wearing that Shardlin crown.
Oh, okay. So are you hoping to use the Charlton crown as the piercing point of the weapon here?
Maybe, I guess. I mean, if I'm being so cocky or foolish or what have you, is to like headbutt this fucking thing, I think it. Yeah, I mean that would be right there on my head as I'm whacking my head against the creature, and what happens.
Sure. And that is it is a magical weapon or a magical object. So you plow your head with the Charlton crown upon it into the Charlton dragon's armor plating. And can you roll me a d20? We don't want low rolls. All right. The crown does not break on your first headbutt.
Okay.
But you seem to have done full damage using the crown.
All right. I don't want to repeat of that, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. If I'm sorry, Orpheus, did you say where I was on the dragon?
Yeah, you are hanging off of its neck plates.
Its neck plates. Okay. In that case, I want to grabbing onto it. Bonus actions. I want to climb down towards its cloaca.
Excellent.
Look at Steve with this shit.
You swing up onto the creature's back. You start climbing down its spines towards its tail.
I guess I'm technically on top of it at this point.
Absolutely.
All right, that's action, bonus, and movement. So I did damage to it. I'm assuming it's going to want to steal.
Absolutely. The dragon is going to steal, everyone. All right. The dragon is going to do a roll to see if it gets back its radiant breath weapon. It does not get back its radiant breath weapon. The dragon is going to fly towards the people it sees standing on the pier. It is going to fly 90 feet closer to you all.
It's still like 300 feet up.
Yeah,
Or is
it's
it like-
300 feet, flying 90 feet over, and it's going to use its bonus action to dash. Now, Gaiman, I'm going to need you to make me 2 athletics or acrobatics checks to hold on to the dragon. Once for its first bout of movement, a second for its second bout of movement.
Okay. And these are at advantage because I'm raging.
Okay, your first one is a success, and then one more for its second thing of movement. All right, no issue.
Okay, I will move myself onto the dragon.
As the dragon begins zooming across the map towards your allies.
Is it coming down in elevation at all, or is it just heading over our heads?
It is
can we
over
tell?
your heads.
Okay.
It is 300 feet up and about 40 feet away.
We might need to get its attention. I don't think it's noticed us. It might bypass us completely.
Do you have anything that hits that high?
Well, I sure do, but it also hits Gaiman.
I can shoot a flare at it.
That could work.
All right, that was its movement and its bonus action. It is going to use its action to fire off first. Let me see here. Its malevolent presence first. It always starts its multi-attack with a malevolent presence. So any creature with an intelligence of 4 or more within 30 feet of the dragon must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. So that would only be Gaiman at the moment.
I'm going to use a Demon Inspiration to roll with advantage.
Absolutely.
Are you
Alright,
fucking kidding me? Factspiration.
Absolutely.
That's a D8 or D10?
D8.
It is a D8. Okay, so you are not affected by its malevolent presence. Okay, it is going to then fire off 2 of these bad boys. It is going to shoot 2 necrotic blasts. It is going to start first with Akia. All right, Akia, you're able to get out of the way of its first necrotic blast. And it will fire its second necrotic blast at Alicia.
Of course it does.
So, Alicia, it strikes you in the chest, but here's the kicker. It doesn't do any damage. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw or gain a level of exhaustion from its necrotic energy.
Do I need to call out? I forget what it's actually called. I put processor overclocking. Do I need to call that out before Alicia's roll?
That's your stroke of genius, right?
Yeah,
Is that what
that's
it's called?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think you can add after you see the result.
I think so.
Let's see.
But I'm going
When
to spend a
you-
D of inspiration to make this advantage.
Yeah, you can call it afterwards.
Whoops, that's the wrong thing.
Okay.
Okay, you do not gain a level of exhaustion as this necrotic blast hits you in the chest. But you felt like the dragon was trying to suck your life force with that power. That is the dragon's action in its turn. It gains back its paragon actions. And we will go ahead and pass it to Lotus. Lotus, you see that this creature is starting to fire down bolts of energy upon you all.
Yeah, Lucy's looking around. She's like, fuck, I can't hit this thing at this distance. Don't really want to get closer. Here. All right. Yes. Take. ahead,
DM, would these be large enough to take like half cover behind? Like these whatchamacallits? Pier
Pier
things?
posts?
Yeah.
If someone was standing, at such an angle, you could potentially get cover. But if someone's standing above you or behind you, then they would not provide cover.
Oh yeah, it's above us.
So, probably not.
I did have a question. Is the ice considered difficult terrain?
If you guys were to go out onto the ice itself, it could be very slick.
It's
But
probably
you just have to venture out.
Alright. Well, I told him I was going to keep heading this way, so I'm just going to go... I'll just keep doing that for now. Here...
I mean,
I think it just happened to be like this, but it looks like Kuma and the owl are dancing together.
I could if it was in... Didn't I tell you? I decided not to get... Since you had polymorph, I decided to swap it out for banishment, which... I said nothing I have works anywhere even close to range right now.
oh yeah, I was just responding to.
If you
Avalos.
think you can catch Gaiman, because I'm gonna turn into a giant crab or regular crab if I can, because I think that would just be funny.
All right.
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
think Gibby was saying that they might try to polymorph the dragon, but didn't want Gaiman to fall to their death.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I was responding to that.
All right, cool. Sorry for that.
I'm 300 feet away. I have no say in it. You guys do what you're gonna do.
All right, you know what? I guess so. Here. All right, so movement. As I step my toe talons up onto the ice here.
Orpheus, quick question. I'm sorry, Marcus, to interrupt, but I'm reading Featherfall, and it just says you're falling rate around until the spell ends. So I'm just no longer falling. That doesn't necessarily mean that the spell is ending. Is that
Yes.
fair to say?
And its duration is
1 minute.
So yeah, you're under the effects of Featherfall for a minute.
Oh, polymorph on!
I didn't realize it was a minute. I thought it was like 6 seconds, but I guess that makes sense if you don't want to use it and then immediately die using it. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it ends when you land or after a minute, either one.
That just says until the spell ends.
If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage, and it can land on its feet, and the spell ends for that creature. So yeah, you have essentially landed on the dragon, so the spell would have ended, I guess is the thought process here.
Polymorph off!
No, you can still do it. I can still cast Featherfall.
Polymorph back on!
All right, so did first action movement, and then I was going to dash here, and I said, let's see what happens as I step out onto the ice here.
All right, as you step out onto the ice, this is going to be the mechanic for this game, because you guys are probably going to want to get out onto the ice eventually. Can you give me a perception check? This is going to be good for this turn.
All right.
Okay.
13.
You don't see anything that would give you alarm with a 13.
All right. All right. Full dash movement puts me here. And all right. Once again, I'll go ahead and pass to the next in line, and I will go with Avlis. You know, I'm
Okay.
not really worried about krakens. It's like with the zombies or White Walkers or whatever. I'm worried about them punching up through the ice.
No. You should be worried about krakens. Krakens in the ice.
So Lotus, in the previous square, can you give me a deck save?
All right. Let me
Mhm.
just pop back there real quick. Doop boop. All right. Deck save.
All right, so here's what you guys see happen. Lotus?
Actually, before that, here, let me check here. Oh, never mind. That's an ability check. All right, continue.
Okay, Lotus, as you go to step into that next square, the ice breaks. And you guys see
Oh,
Lotus
fuck.
fall into the ice.
I figured that's what's gonna happen.
Lotus, you are now in cold water. However, you have resistance to cold damage. So for the moment, you are okay. But unless you have any other extra movement, you are now basically arms up onto the sides of the ice, your feet floating in the cold water. You are drenched.
All right. You had me come back 1 square, so I have 5 feet of movement. Is that enough to pull me back up?
Yes, you can try to pull yourself back up with 5 feet of movement.
All right. I would like to do that.
Absolutely. I'm just going to mark on this square. There's a break in the ice.
All right. So, yep. So, boop, boop, boop. There. All right. So, yep. Back up. And I guess you see Lotus's dress is all drenched. She's just like... It's just like ice skating all over again.
Mhm.
I'll go ahead and pass it to Avlis.
All right, Avalis, as you are about to be passed to, the dragon is going to use a Paragon power.
No.
It feels there's something walking on top of it, so it's going to use its Paragon power to try to sweep it with its tail. So here is a tail sweep attack at Gaiman. Oh, I'm drawing. Stop it. Stop it. It won't let me stop drawing. Okay, here we go. Tail swipe at Gaiman. But it only gets a 15 to hit. Does a 15 hit Gaiman?
I gotta have my arms free, so I don't have a shield equipped. So 15 hits.
So you hit it. Its tail basically comes up and whips you. And can you give me a dex save as you try to avoid being dazed by this blow?
Do I see the blow coming?
Yes.
All right, then this is with advantage.
Yes, you avoid enough of it to not be dazed. All right, and that is its Paragon action. Avalis, you are up.
All right, I see what the tail was swiping at, and I see Gaiman on there, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, well, we'll see what happens. And he'll throw a polymorph onto the creature and attempt to change it into a Chardolin-colored crab.
Dragon
Poop.
has immutable form.
All right, well, that spell's wasted. Let me mark that off.
So what would happen as you go to cast the spell upon it is the spell does not fire. You have used your action, however, you have not used the spell slot.
Oh, okay. Crap. I'll have the owl stay where it's at, continue to dodge, and I just have a bonus Don't got much I can do with that right now as a druid. So that's it for me. Well, I still have 3 or 4 lightning bolts, so I at least can make those count. And I will pass to Alicia.
Alicia, you are up. You see that Gaiman is atop the dragon, and the dragon is heading toward you all.
Seeing as that thing has stupid range with its necrotic blast, I'm just gonna move back some, get to a more stable position. I wanted to come down.
Like get under the pier? Oh, the dragon come down.
Yeah. Alicia's gonna cast the lake cantrip onto the Remoraz dagger and kind of like wave it down. Actually, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna cast it on the Remoraz dagger and essentially beckon it to come down.
Excellent. That's awesome. You start doing the airplane guiders. You've got your orange sticks up in the air.
Bonus action, they will whisper booyah to turn it on, have it be inflamed. But it's essentially
Awesome.
trying to signal this thing, get its attention, have it come down and whatnot. And that's it for me. It wouldn't be like any type of check or anything, right, to get its attention?
It sounds like you're trying to affect the battlefield. And you're using your magical abilities. You can give me a caster check here or a religion check as you are using your magical abilities to affect the flow of battle.
Alright, I'll give you a religion.
The dragon seems to be staring down upon Alicia, specifically at her Chardalyn armor.
I pried this from your maker. See if you can pry it from me. If you could understand me, that is. And I'll pass it to Akia.
Alrighty, we will mark Alicia as having acted. Akia, you're up.
Akia is going to use their action to cast Mirror Image on themselves. And bonus action is going to be a scouter check on the dragon now that it's closer. See what we can discern from it. And then Kuma's just going to move up a little bit closer and like go prone behind this wall here. It looks like a wall. They're going to go prone and just keep the dodge action going. So let me toss up that mirror image. And I don't know where everyone's getting that macro for the scouter check, but that's what I want to do with my
Give me 1 second, and I'll put it into chat for you. Okay, it is in the Foundry chat. You should be able to click and drag it into your hotbar.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to pull up my hotbar. There it is.
There should be little arrows on it too, so you can use it to switch your page if it's filled up. And if you click the number in the center of that bar, it should expand all of your hotbars out.
Okay, monster type.
It is a construct. Mm-hmm.
That is really low.
You know that this creature has a bunch of hit points.
Can I add a Is that considered an... Oh, what can I add this to? Ability check?
Yes, it is.
I would like to add 4 to that, please.
All right, you're going to make that into a 12. Going up to a 12, you know that this creature has a bunch of hit points. You can tell from its hard Chardoan armor that it has a decently high armor class. That's about it with a 12.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is it.
Okay. Well, there's only one thing left. And that's to pass to round 3.
All right.
And you didn't do any damage, so who do you pass to?
Does anyone want it in particular right now?
I'm curious to see.
I think it's probably
what
always
gonna
best for
do.
Gaiman to go before the dragon.
Uh,
I won't say no to that, but I mean it's your call.
okay. No, I have no idea. So yeah, I'll just pass to Gavin.
All right. Gaiman, the creature is going to use a Paragon Power. On its Paragon Power, it is going to go ahead and target Akia first, because it saw Akia pop out. And Akia, it is going to shoot at you with a Energy Torrent. Let's see if it hits. It does. That's a crit. Can you give me a strength save, please? It doesn't do any damage.
Does it hit him automatically, or does his mirror image have any bearing on this?
Oh, that's true. You are mirror imaged. So, can you give us a mirror image roll?
Okay.
That is one of the only ways to get through a crit. I don't know if a 5.
Yeah, I have to roll a 6 or higher to change
6
the
or higher.
target to a duplicate.
And you rolled a 5, so yeah, it does actually hit Akia this time. So can you give us a strength save?
Wait, do you want to use your Faxpiration if you have it?
No, I mean it's just being knocked prone, right? That seems fine. I guess.
Famous last words.
That sentence was actually short, and they used to say it into oblivion.
Mhm. Oh my gosh. You are
Doesn't
not
matter.
It hits you in the chest with this torrent of energy, but you maintain your stance. All right, it can fire a second torrent of energy, and it is going to fire it at the Lotus. Here comes an energy torrent towards Lotus.
All right, yep, that'll hit. The strength save.
Knocks you into the
All right,
ice
I am knocked prone.
Yes, you are knocked onto your butt, and then Gaiman is up.
Okay, so Orpheus, how far away would you say the Oeka is from where Gaiman is currently positioned on the dragon, on its spiny back?
The dragon is 4x4, so if you used let's say 15 feet of movement, you could potentially get to the cloaca.
Okay. All right, I'm doing okay without using the. I keep wanting to say Remoraz, but that's the wrong creature. The Mimic Glue. There we go. Famous last words. But I'm going to bonus action drink the potion of heroism. And did I give the potion of heroism to somebody else? Because I'm seeing 2 on my sheet. Shit.
That's okay. I think you get the most from it anyway.
All right. Well, hopefully I don't use them both up. All right. So drinking a potion of heroism. That was a cool sound effect. Do I get an additional 2, or is that just
That's
rank?
less, I think.
Okay. All right. That was weird. So I'm going to. All right. So I'm going to use my movement to get down to the cloaca. I'm going to item interact, remove the Shardlin sphere, now the Shardlin suppository, and I'm going to insert it into the exhaust port.
All right, give us an attack roll against the exhaust port.
Just roll with the Shardlin orb, or yeah, we turn into weapon. Yeah.
All right, a 24 is enough to hit as you just shove this thing right up the exhaust port, dealing 15 points of damage. And the creature, because it is a Shardlin creature, does not need to make a saving throw against the effects of Shardlin. However, Gaiman, you do notice that the Shardlin orb kind of gets sucked up the exhaust port as you punch the ball into it. The immediate effects stop right there. So what is to happen next? You are unsure.
Just for full disclosure, I'm not sure if it's in there or not because Gaiman's got a lot of numbers. It is no longer a +1 weapon. It's just a regular shard.
Okay, so I mean 23 would still hit.
Mm-hmm.
Because we determined my 22 headbutt was enough to hit. But
yep.
Thank you. Most definitely. So I guess I have another action. Hold on.
Oh, and Gibby has changed prepared spells.
Yeah, just because I used it, because I'm not going to use it again. So all I did was just take it off.
Yes, I have this little mod installed that lets me know when people do stuff. It's the perfect Tattletale mod.
Teacher, they're cheating.
It's just because I used it.
Continue, Gaiman.
I'm just gonna. No, Gaiman would not risk doing that. He doesn't. He would not risk doing that. Actually, hold on. Okay. Damn it, I don't have any regular. Were the sickles that I picked up, were they magical? The Ravison sickle?
I believe so, yes. And
Alright.
I believe they what they did is instead of being made of steel, they were magically made of ice.
Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna fish one of them out of my golf bag of weapons, and with a free hand, and I guess attack the dragon with it, since I got the extra action, or not.
The sickle pops onto the dragon's armor, and it kind of scrapes, and the tip of Ravison's sickle breaks and falls to the ground. As quickly as it breaks, the ice tip reforms.
Oh, well, that's cool. But all right, critical failure. I am going to pass to Atlas.
All right, the dragon is going to steal because you damaged its butthole. Okay, the dragon is going to roll to get its radiant breath back. Ouchie mama. All right, the dragon is going to descend 90 feet to a height of 210. And let's see here. 20-foot line. Okay, and then it is going to fly this direction, using 30 feet of its bonus action movement. It will then descend another 60 feet.
Do I need to roll to see if I stay on?
Yes, so Gaiman, you're going to need to give me 2 checks here as it begins to fly quickly. This is 2 acrobatics or athletics checks as it vroom, vroom, begins to zoom through the air. Okay, a 17 is a success. A 23 is a success. So, Gaiman, you are able to hold on as the dragon gets to a height of 150 feet. And let's see here. The dragon attempts to shoot a line towards the oncoming Alicia and towards the oncoming Akia. But here's what happens. As it begins to shoot the radiant blast, its body begins to fill up with energy. Gaiman, you are staring at the dragon's cloaca. You see that it begins to glow red hot. As it goes to fire, the beam does not exit out of the dragon's mouth. The dragon's exhaust port explodes slightly, and the dragon takes that 16 points of radiant damage as it cannot fully expel the energy. And the dragon kind of shakes as it does this. So let me go ahead and delete that template.
Explosive diarrhea for the win.
Absolutely. As the dragon has moved to a height of 150 feet, he tried to use its explosive breath, but it is unable to do so. It is acted.
Normally,
and
suppositories fix that.
not this time. Akia, you're up.
All right. I was gonna be like, oh, I gotta figure out some weird positioning stuff, but this works. Oh, any AOE that hits the dragon
We'll hit Gaiman.
will hit Gaiman. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I cannot reach Gaiman.
You're trying to shoot a beam, but it's not quite what it seems. Diarrhea, clap, clap. Diarrhea, clap, clap. Excellent.
Yeah.
I have a childish mind.
What is the... Okay, the Knobberknocker has a 30-foot range. I guess that's the... Okay, no. That's just the range. I don't think I can do anything. I think I'm just... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm holding up the game. I don't think there's anything I can actually do. I don't want to do anything that's going to take my reaction because Gaiman might fall at any time. So.
Do you have a longbow?
No. No, I don't have anything that goes that far. So I think I'm gonna take. Does it still look like it's coming at me?
It is coming in your general direction, yes.
Okay. I'm going to just move up slightly and I guess take a dodge action as I just stand there. Or you know what would be more fun? I think I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot a flare at it. Using a second level spell slot. It won't do anything, but I'm just going to try and force its attention on me by shooting it in the face with a flare. If that is alright. If you will allow me to flavor my Skywrite as a flare.
Sure, you can try to put Skywrite on it. I don't believe it has any effects that would affect it.
Nope, I'm just trying to get its attention.
Okay. Did you just use a second level spell on that?
Yeah, just to shoot it in the face with a flare.
Okay. No problem.
Oh, that was a cool animation though. That's worth it.
Excellent. Okay. My combat tracker just did something weird. Boop. Okay, Akia, is that it for you this round?
Yeah. You want? You want like a caster check? See if I can hit it in the face. I don't know.
You just put words on it, man.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right. Am I the last one in the round, or I need to pick somebody?
No, there are as many people who haven't gone
Okay.
yet.
I'll pass to Lotus.
All right.
Lotus, before you go, the Chartland Dragon is once again going to attack the creature that just shoved something up its butt. Gaiman, this is for you. Oh, that is a miss.
Yep.
Okay, it has spent a Paragon Power. And that is Lotus. So, Lotus, you are prone on the ice. What do you do?
All right, I will go ahead and spend half movement to get myself back up. All right, now let me see something here. Here. Okay, so let me run this thinking by you, see what you think. Now, range on Fireball is 150 feet. Fireball is a 20-foot sphere, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah. Gaiman is if Orf runs it, I think I get what you're going for, but I think the way Orf runs it is Gaiman occupies all the spaces that the dragon occupies, so you just hit both of them if you hit one.
So that's my thinking. Gaiman, would you be okay with me casting Fireball? If not, I'll just let it go.
Gaiman just went AFK.
You're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I just wanted to run that by you first before I did it. All right.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the idea, to be honest, but the reality is, we're not in communication. So your character is making this decision in a void.
Mm-hmm.
It is entirely 100% up to them.
All right.
All right. Use my other 15 feet of movement. Pop myself here. Step check distance. All right. All right. Now go ahead and do it. Lotus will have the ethereal grenade here in her hand. Pop the pin, and then I'll go ahead and chuck one up at the Shardowland Dragon. You just see her call, "Grenade out!" And yep, I'll just go ahead and cast it at 3rd level. And just so it'll do, I'll just go ahead and pop the template here.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna make the save for the dragon, but you should know the dragon have magic resistance.
I'm
Okay.
on the under. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good.
I'm on the underside of the dragon, having just shoved something up its cloaca. Do I see this coming?
I would say yes. You feel the heat. You hear the sounds of ozone expanding as it is coming towards you. You can smell the smell of the spell. So yeah, you can feel it coming.
And I would say Lotus calls for it specifically so anyone in the way can, prepare themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm over 100 feet up, and the dragon's wings are beating. I don't have great perception, so I might not have heard it. But I think the bead coming in would have been an alert.
Now, as you hit the creature, the dragon did succeed on the spell. The dragon's armor converts some of the spell's energy into a level of destructive force, and this was a spell of 1st level or higher, so each creature within 30 feet of the dragon needs to make a Constitution saving throw, or take some force damage.
All right, so I save for half, and now other shenanigans. All right.
Yep.
Lightning bolt off.
Okay, so you do save, so you would only take half of the force damage as the dragon's armor echoes a pulse from the fireball.
All right. I'm gonna use since I don't have. Doesn't matter what I do with my reactions at this point, since I'm kind of stuck. I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance on after that fireball went off. To
Sure.
negate that damage. Okay, so -8, so 7, and then 5, so 12. Right. Okay, thank you.
All right. Let's see. And would I have, in character, would I have seen that reaction to the fireball?
Absolutely. You saw that the armor charged up, absorbed it in, and then blew it out.
All right. And she just sort of Lois starts grunting under breath. Just oh fuck. All right. Tell you what, I got bonus action left, and like here. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and use my bonus action. I'll give it a shot with the with my scouter. Let's target it here. Right, and that's construct. Alright, not too bad.
Oh, so you know that this dragon does have blind sight, number one, like most dragons do. This dragon, you know that it can attack with its tail, its claws, which you guys have both seen, its wings, and its jaws. You have seen that it can do a necrotic blast, an energy torrent. The blast exhausts you, the torrent knocks you prone, and you get a feeling that this creature can attack your mind as well. So this creature is a terrifying force, to be sure.
Alright. I would say, as a sort of flavor of this, it's, if you remember Metroid Prime, it's just, you use Flavy to do, like, the scanner thing to bring up all that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here, bonus action movement. Alright. I will go ahead and pass to Alicia.
All right, here we go. We're going to grab Alicia. Alicia, you're going to go next here in this crazy battle. The Chartolin Dragon is going to use a Paragon Pound. Its neck bends around, and it is going to try to bite Gaiman. Successfully. And Gaiman, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw, as this creature is trying to basically reduce your hit point max.
All right. Oh no, I've already used my reaction, so I can't reduce it again. All right, so. And then you said a dex save.
Yep, dex.
All right, this is an advantage.
Absolutely.
All right, 17.
17 is enough. So your hit point maximum is not reduced. It was trying to get a big old chunk of you, only able to barely scrape your body as its mouth moves past you. Alicia, you're up.
Alicia is going to continue moving the fang around, gaining this creature's attention as they are pulling back a little bit. I'm gonna move here. Another check.
Absolutely.
All right, Here comes religion.
Okay, it still appears to be kind of focused on you, but there's a lot of things happening, trying to pull off this creature's attention.
All right. Just looking through my things here. Yeah, the range on this is kind of annoying. I need to closer. That's gonna be it for now. I will pass to, I think, Velas is not gone yet. Yeah, pass to Avalos.
Yep.
All right, Avalos, you are up.
All right, I will have the owl dive straight down for 120 feet, so putting me at 180 currently. And then, what did you say? Could we use our movement to aid the owl, or would it have to be an action to use it for additional owl movement?
So the owl can basically move and dash. You can use your movement in lieu of the owl's movement, and then if you wanted to use your action to have the owl move, you could have it do that.
So I couldn't use my movement to add to the owl's movement, is what you're saying? Just my action.
Oh, you could, instead of taking your movement, you
Oh,
could
okay.
have the owl move.
Okay, then I will give the owl my 30 feet. So I would be down to 150. So let me change that. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Get back there. Okay. So that is everything except for Ablis's action, and he is going to fire a longbow shot at the Chardalyn using one of the Chardalyn arrows. Only got 5 of them, but let's see what happens.
Excellent.
$18 to hit.
And 18 hits the dragon, and because it is a arrow made of Chardalyn, it will pierce the creature's defense. Takes 10 damage.
All right, that is all I got. I assume it will steal going to the next round.
Yes, because I believe everyone has acted going into round the 4th. So here we go. Round of the 4th. As the action is about to pick up, you all hear something in the back.
Is it the sound of the town being eaten by zombies?
You hear amidst the chilling fog, the main gate that has been lifted by the magical interference of the weave is under assault by the relentless undead. You can hear brave militia members forming a shield wall as their lines are beginning to be pushed back. You can feel their torches flickering, casting long shadows that danced with the advancing horde of the Chardalyn undead. The dragon is going to attempt using its action here. First thing, and it'll see if it gets back its laser. It does not get back its laser. Alrighty. It is going to attempt with its action, because it feels there's this thing basically riding around on it. It's going to attempt to buck. So, Gaiman, can you give us a dex save against the creature's buck ability?
Okie dokie.
And yes, you would see this coming.
Thank you for reading my mind. All right.
So yeah, you're able to hold on as you're trying to ensure that you don't go crashing down to the ground. All right, that is its action. It is going to move closer towards Alicia, and then it's going to use its bonus action as it's going to descend down to a height of 70 feet. It has acted, and it will now pass to Alicia.
Do I need to make a couple of athletics checks to make sure I stay on board?
Yep, you're gonna need to give us 2, because it's moved. No, just one. Excuse me, because it's only moved once. Okay, you're good.
I'd like to yell up at Gaben. Gaben, we can't hit it with magic while you're still on it. If you've got the orb, then fall off.
Alright, I'm going to back away a tad. Look towards... That'll have to be... Never mind. Yeah, just gonna look towards the Charlatan Dragon and be like, coming to your maker, and fire a guiding bolt at it.
All right, let's see it here. Okay, so here's what happens.
Wow. Foundry does not like me the past few weeks.
Okay, so this creature does have the magic resistance. So if a spell attack roll misses it, the dragon's armor converts the energy into a burst of destructive force. So Gaiman, can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh wow, even on a miss.
It's against 1 force damage. Because it was only a level 1 guiding bolt. So Gaiman, you take 1 point of force damage as this Charlatan Dragon converts the energy that Alicia was using for that guiding bolt to try to bonk you with it.
Okay.
Okay. Alicia, it's still your action.
Since this thing is now coming towards me properly, I am then going to bonus action, push a little further, and summon a spiritual weapon to my side. Actually, what is the range on spiritual weapon? Actually, know what? No, because it has a shit movement speed, so I'm just going to summon it near me. I'm not going to have that thing chase it around. Oh, I don't have it there. Summon spiritual weapon. And just gonna roll spell slot just to have it out there. But it's not actually attacking. Alright, that's it. I will pass to... I'll pass to Lotus. Yeah, I'll pass to Lotus.
All right, Lotus, you are up.
Okay, let's see here. Alright, it is within better range.
Actually, I will say I summoned the spiritual weapon about 25 feet up in the air.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, oh, up.
There.
Bit of movement, get there. Get in range. Let's see here. Alright, that should do. I will go ahead and bonus action. I'll go ahead and use good friend Raylan's ability. I am going to hex that dragon. Or at least attempt to.
Excellent. And Hex is one of those god tier spells. No saving throw.
Alright, and I will choose disadvantage on strength for it.
All right, and let me hex its strength. Oh, did I pick dexterity? Yes, I did. Oops. I hex your strength, creature. There we go.
Alright. Alright, then I will go ahead with my action. Alright, you see the ethereal purple baseball appear in Lotus's hand. She takes a pitcher stance. Go target it here. And I will throw Knuckleball, aka Tasha's Mind Whip, at it. I'll do that at second level. So 16 intelligence save.
All right, here comes its saving throw. All right, it gets a 21, which triggers its magic resistance. This is a second level spell. Okay, so Gaiman, I'm gonna need a con save. You're like, stop, please. I'm up here. So Gaiman, this is a con save against 11 points of force damage. Ooh.
That didn't apply my modifier.
Oh, it looked like you rolled from the spiritual weapon.
How do you
How did I do that? Let's try that again.
I was gonna
Actually,
say-
no. Let's just leave the roll, so it would be +3, so 17.
Mm-hmm. 17 is enough.
So I have the 11 damage, right?
Correct. Down to 5. But it still does take half of the damage.
All right. Do I still get the necrotic hex damage off that?
I believe for Hex... Hold on, let me look at Hex. I think it might be attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Okay, never mind. All right. That's all I can do. I will then go ahead and pass the game in.
Alrighty, so that was Lotus. Lotus has did. Now we're gonna go to Gaiman. Gaiman is acting.
All right. I don't know. I'm closer, so maybe I would have heard what Akio was saying.
Probably wait until it gets actual ground level, because then if you hop off,
Yeah.
you can't hit it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. So I'm going to I'm going to put the sickle away that I was holding on to, and I'm going to get out the Remoraz whip, and I guess I'm going to spank the dragon. As a bonus action, I will say the magic word "in fuego," and then I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack the dragon's ass twice with a fiery whip.
I love it. All right, that is a hit. It takes full damage from fire.
And I believe this is this considered a magical weapon?
Oh yeah.
All right. Second attack.
This isn't Pathfinder 2e where you can have a weapon that's completely engulfed in flame, but it's actually not magical.
All right, 9 is a miss.
A 9 is a miss. The dragon roars in pain.
I'm just gonna stay put. I mean, being at the back end, I mean, it's not great because it could try and fire off its beam weapon again, and it could shit itself again. But I'm gonna stay put because the other end is far worse.
Absolutely.
So that's action bonus, not moving. I'm going to pass to Alicia.
I already went.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Yeah, she
Oh,
has a little
sure.
symbol.
Yeah, no, I was looking the wrong spot on the list of tokens everybody has.
Oh, good.
My bad.
Got Kia and Avalis.
I'm gonna pass to the dragon.
The dragon is also
Dragon's already gone.
Ah!
Akia
Okay,
and
yeah,
Akia and
I'll
Avalis.
pass to Akia. Fuck.
All right, so the dragon is going to use its Paragon action. It is going to attempt once again, as an action, to buck off its rider. So this is for Gaiman, a dex save, DC 18. As it just starts doing everything it can. Oh my gosh, that is a 22 with your danger sense. All right, and it was to Akia, correct?
Yes.
Akia, why do you keep getting grappled? You're not grappled.
Oh, that was I was just using that to help me remember I was glued up.
Ah,
Just I can't do anything, so I'm just gonna take the dodge action. Kuma's gonna
Oh.
back up a little bit.
even with it 70 feet off the ground?
Not unless I also want to hit Gaiman.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm
I mean,
just
it's
gonna.
entirely up to you. It's your call.
No, I'm just gonna.
You have given me forewarning. It is your call.
I don't really have that much anyway, so I'll just take dodge action pass to Avalis.
Okay. I will have the owl descend, and then I will do my action, and then I will do my movement to descend fully to the ground, because I need to be within a certain range for this. I will use Land's Aid to hurt the dragon and heal Gaiman at the same time. But that doesn't seem to be firing. Oh, well,
there
ignore
it
the
is.
second one. Okay, yeah, shitty necrotic damage for it, but it'd be 10 healing for Gaiman.
It takes full damage from necrotic. And it did fail.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, 6 damage to it. Gaiman, you healed 10. And then I am now out of movement, but I am on the floor.
Excellent. Okay, so that was everybody, correct? Going into round the 4th. The dragon is going to steal because it was damage. However, you guys got to know what's going on in the city, right? Do we really need to know? Okay. Backing up, those protecting the hole in the wall are archers lining the city's gates. You see them begin to light their arrows aflame and begin to launching them into the sea of the undead army, each of these arcs illuminate the darkness of Icewind Dale, revealing the overwhelming numbers of this undead horde. However, this light begins to raise up hope in those defending the city of Targos. The dragon is up. All right, it does not get its radiant breath. It is going to lower itself to a height of 5 feet off the ground. Gaiman, can you give me an athletics check?
Okay.
So 65 feet, 70 feet, 75 feet, 80 feet. It is going to target Alicia. Alicia, it is going to try to grab you in its talons.
Is this an attack roll that making?
This is a strength check. It's trying to grapple you.
Oh,
19.
damn.
Okay, you are successful. Gaiman, you are still on the creature's back.
Dude. Very half person. Not proficient in athletics, so just strength.
Oh my gosh. So, Alicia, you're able to dive out of the way, stop yourself from getting grabbed by this creature's talons. And that is going to be it for the creature for the moment as it tries to just grab you quickly. Let's see. It will go ahead and pass to Akia. Akia, you're up.
All right, Akil will run up. Yeah, sure. I'll take the dash action to get up under it. So that's my action to dash. Kuma's gonna run up and attack it, so neither of us are dodging anymore. And multi-attack.
All right, its second attack hits, which procs the creature's reaction. It's Wing Buffet. So as Kuma runs up and strikes, the creature's wing reaches back and whaps your bear across its face.
Okay.
That was what your bear did. What does Akia do?
Akia used their action to dash. Sorry, I'm just trying to remove dodge. So I'm going to pass to. Was this a new round? Starting with the dragon?
5. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to pass to Gaiman, I guess.
Alrighty. The creature is going to use a Paragon power to multi-attack. So it's going to use its Malevolent Presence. So any creature with an intelligence or 4 or higher within 30 feet must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. Okay, Kuma is going to be under the effects.
Alright, I'm going to use my last Demon Inspiration to roll with advantage.
Now I do have to ask, because Gaming and I are wearing Charlotte items, do we still have to make this?
I will say that you guys have a bonus to this. You can have advantage to the save.
Oh, automatically?
And Gaiman, you already succeeded, so you're good to go on this.
Alright, so this is just...
Oh, I don't have to roll again?
Yeah, because I think it says if you make it, you're immune for 24 hours.
Oh, okay, sweet.
So I need
I'll
to...
save my Demon Inspiration.
I will overclock for that.
Okay, so let's just mark that you've spent your reaction. Alicia is fine and now resists the ability. And actually, Kuma is too unintelligent to worry about the save. I'm sorry, Kuma. You're not smart enough to worry about this. Okay, so it used its ability first. Then it's going to attack with its tail. It's going to send its tail towards Kuma.
Okay, yeah, Kuma's gone.
Okay, and then it's going to use essentially its claws. By way of... No, it's not targeting itself. It's trying to target Akia. It's Shattering Strike, which it misses on Akia. And then, last but not least, it's going to target Alicia. And Alicia is going to get Rending Jaws.
And I'm going to make that a disadvantage.
All right, it misses. Okay. And then we are passing to Alicia, because that's who Gaiman, or not Gaiman, excuse me, Alicia wanted to get past here.
Okay. I am then going to, for my action, hold on a second, kind of rethinking some stuff. Yeah. Action, we're gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Excellent.
However, this thing's been shooting both radiant and necrotic damage. I'm gonna make this necrotic damage. So that's the aura that is surrounding Alicia, is a necrotic Spirit Guardians. And then targeting the creature, bonus action is going to swing with the spiritual weapon.
Sure.
And completely whiff. Double tens.
Fortunately enough, yes. It does not strike true.
Alright, that's it for me. I'll pass it to my buddy in Light Gaming.
Alright, the Charterland Dragon still has one of its Paragon powers left. It is going to go ahead and spend it here. It is going to attempt one more time to grapple Alicia. I don't know, an 11. I don't know if that'll get you.
Let's see.
For some reason, this dragon just can't get a purchase on Alicia.
Not today, Satan.
As it was trying to, do the good old dragon strat.
That's what I figured.
All right, so Gaiman, you are up as the creature has gotten closer to the ground and is starting to fight your allies.
All right, we're close enough that I think that this might be worth trying. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to use the Shardlin Crown and cast Command on the dragon.
Alrighty. What is your command?
I would like to see it river dance, but I know that's not a thing. So instead of shouting out river dance, I will just make it grovel.
It succeeds, and because it has magic resistance, I'm going to need you to make... Yeah, when it succeeds on a saving throw against a spell, can you give me a con save?
Everyone within 30 feet, right?
Everyone within 30 feet of the dragon. So Gaiman succeeds. Kia succeeds. And this would be Alicia, yeah. So you guys all succeed, only taking 2 points of force damage.
Well, that was... Oh, wait! No, I can't even do that. I'm raging. I can't cast a spell.
That is true. Uno reverse, everyone. Uno reverse.
Sorry. Sorry, everyone.
No, you're good. We flip back and we remember that Gaiman was raging, so he can't do that.
Yep,
So
can't cast
Gaiman,
spells while raging.
what do you do instead?
I mean, it's close enough at this point. Can I try and reposition to get on top of the dragon using my movement and use the Remorized Whip to like tie up one of its wings so it like stops normally being able to flap it, so it like kind of like flunks onto the ground?
Yeah, you can attempt to try to disable it to the ground. Absolutely. This is going to be a difficult athletics check for you. We're going to set the DC at a 25.
Okay. Demon will do so recklessly.
Absolutely. Reckless attack of 27. So you are able to kind of wrench your whip around the dragon's wings, and the dragon 5 feet off the ground, so no fall damage. However, it does land immediately upon Akia and upon Alicia. So I'm going to need you both to give me dexterity saving throws, please.
Sorry, guys.
Am I in its square when it falls? I think I'm just outside of it. Or is it falling, like, in a weird way?
Oh, give me 1 second. Let me just do this. Yeah, you're going to need to give me a dex save just because you're just on the edge.
Okay.
Akia is definitely going to need to make that save. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay, so you both are not at the mark to hit.
Yeah.
Do you wish to spend your Faxpirations to possibly push it past it?
I'll try.
I don't think I'm gonna hit that, so I'll leave it. where it
D8?
is.
It is a D8. Okay, so Akia, a 15 is the mark to hit, so you're good. If you rolled under that, you're going to take this amount of damage. An 11. So you, Alicia would take 11 damage. Mr. Akia, you would take half that as like you're dodging out of the way. And if you were caught under the dragon, you are knocked prone in that space, as part of your body is like trapped underneath its leg.
I don't think I was really there. There goes Spirit Guardian. D8, right?
Sorry.
Fuck, that's far. No, that's fine. It drops.
All right, Spirit Guardians is gone. This battle is going psycho mode. I love it. Okay. Gaiman, it's still your turn after all of that craziness.
I guess in my offhand, I'll get out a sickle since I'm using the whip to tie up the wing for the time being. And I'll try and damage the dragon.
Sure.
I'm still reckless.
Absolutely. So Gaiman is Incredible Hulk status, and the dragon is going to take nine. Oh, that is cold damage. So the last time you used this attack, you rolled a natty 1. So you see that as your cold damage attempts to break the carapace of this dragon, the dragon is immune to cold damage.
So that was a waste.
Hey, but now you know.
All right. Oh, jeez. I will pass to. I'll pass to Lotus.
Lotus, you are up.
All right. Not wanting to risk everybody getting hit with that magical reverb thing. No, I want to save that 4th level spell slot in case I really need it for something big later. So, all right. May as well go for the guaranteed hit. I will go ahead and wind up fastball, magic missile at it. Let me target here. Yep, I'll go ahead and pop all the darts at it at 3rd level.
All right.
And roll d6 for the hex. Additional 1 necrotic.
Absolutely, and since those don't require attack rolls, it does not proc its magic resistance.
Alright, then I'll just go ahead and take some movement here. Let's go ahead and bop here so we can be a fair distance away but still have line of sight with it. And then that'll do for me. I'll pass Avalis.
Avalis, you are up.
$16.
Okay, your longbow shot of a 16 is enough to hit. You have discovered the creature's armor class.
Whew. 8 points of Shardlin damage. And Avalis will have Birdo fly off at least 60 feet to safety.
Excellent.
I think that's probably close to 60. And then Avalis will jump on that side of the wall. Maybe. Move. Move. All right, well, I don't appear to be moving, but that's what you would do.
Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, there you go.
Oh, I don't know what happened. So that is movement, action, companion. Yeah, I think that's it. And I'll it looks like the dragon hasn't gone. Is that a true statement?
It has not gone here in round 5. So yeah,
Yep,
the dragon's
pass.
going to take it here. Okay. Here's what's going to happen. The dragon has Gaiman on top of it. And it is starting in, not in Spirit Guardians, because Spirit Guardians has lapsed.
Yep, I can't get rid of that effect, but
It is going to disengage as its bonus action. And then it is going to run this way. Because it felt an arrow penetrate its shell.
Oh
And as it runs towards Avalas, it is going to begin its multi-attack, starting with its malevolent presence. Can you give me a wisdom save?
no! Yes.
does gaming go along with the dragon? He's on top of it still.
Yep, so Gaiman, you're still on top.
Okay, this will be at advantage because that's a charm condition, right?
Yes.
Okay, so wisdom save at advantage.
Okay, right down to the nubbin.
Whoo!
Okay, so it is done its malevolent presence. It is going to target Avalas with its shattering strike. That is a 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
So its claws rake across Avalas's body, dealing 10 points of slash damage. And Avalas, can you give me a strength save against being knocked prone?
I prone.
You are prone. Excellent. So that is its first attack. Its second attack is going to be its tail against Gaiman. So here comes the tail. That's a 22 to hit Gaiman for 18 bludgeoning. And Damon, can you give us a deck save or get dazed? And not dazed and confused. That would be
Okay,
too.
I'm going to use my reaction. I'm going to Stone's Endurance that.
Sure.
All right.
Okay,
so
so you take
no damage.
No damage. I love it.
$18.
Excellent. So Gaiman is good to go here. Okay, final attack sequence. It will use its rending jaws at advantage against Avalas.
Yep.
Okay, and Avalas, as its jaws come to reach down towards you, can you give me a deck save?
Ooh.
Okay, so your hit point maximum is reduced by 16 until you take a long rest.
Okay. Is there a way to temporarily do that, or do you just change in the max rate?
Yeah, in the max slot.
Oh, so I went in and went into your character sheet and into that little box, and I put minus 16. So your hit point maximum is now 43.
I tried to do that too. And like, I have a big lag. I'm gonna refresh.
Sure. So that was the dragon's bonus action. It rolled to see if it got its breath weapon back. It did not. Okay, Avalas, you can take it here because you just got beat up.
Yeah, I'll do so. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is stand up. Once the Foundry loads.
Sure.
Calendar goes there. All right, I'm no longer prone. So I've stood up, and I'm immediately gonna Misty Step the F out of there. One moment. I will use a Face Step ability. And that lets me go 30 feet away. Oh, 1 let's see. Sadly, I can't go toward anybody because I have to
Just-
cross the dragon.
And just pop on the other side of them. That's still.
Sadly, I got to go that way.
Okay.
And I'm good. Let's see. I can't. Can I have the owl come in, swoop me up, and fly further away using the rest of its movement?
Didn't you say you sent it away to like be safe?
Yeah. Yeah, like 60 feet away. It's right here.
Ah, I got you. I thought you were saying go, be free. But no.
Oh well,
yeah,
I mean,
definitely can.
I would have, but I mean, he only has one turn, so.
Oh. Mhm.
But I want to be able to use them again if I have to. Okay, so that was bonus action and movement. For my action, I'm going to fire another arrow. Rolling like poop tonight.
The arrow flies over its head.
Got 2 left. That is. Oh, I didn't actually. Oh, I used half my movement, right? So I have 15 feet left.
Yep.
10, 15. So I'll go to the owl.
Well,
Can't
you had to
board
get
yet.
up from prone.
Yeah, so that was 15 feet, right? Yeah, so then I have 15 feet left.
That
'Cause I
sounds
missed
correct.
this- yeah.
Oh.
The rest of that movement was Misty Step.
Mhm.
Ah, right.
But I don't have enough to mount the owl, and I don't relish the idea of being in his claws. So that is it for me. Sorry, I've refreshed. I'm trying to see who hasn't gone. It looks like Gaiman hasn't gone yet. So I will pass to him.
Okay, that was Avalis. Avalis has gone. And now we're going to go to Gaiman. The creature is going to spend a Paragon power. It's got Gaiman on it. However, it's going to start sending out some beams. So it's going to target Akia. Akia, it's going to fire a necrotic blast at you. I don't think a 15 will hit Akia.
No.
And because Gaiman's on its back, these will be at disadvantage. It's going to fire a energy torrent at Avalas.
I'm going to go prone again. Oh, great.
Give us a dex save.
Dex or it was strength, right?
Strength save, yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm prone again.
And then a necrotic blast at Alicia. But at disadvantage because Gaiman's standing on his back. An 18. So the blast fires over your head.
Nice.
All right, and Gaiman, you're up.
So the repulsion shield, is that like using basically like Thunder Wave, or is it just it happens?
Just
It's
happens.
from its magic resistance. It's magic resistance.
I think he meant. I think he's talking about the magic item that game has.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Artificer.
Artificer
shenanigans.
stuff.
I'll find it and throw it in chat.
Okay. It just says it kind of happens. It doesn't necessarily say like it's a thunder wave, but it's like part of the reaction to getting hit. So. Game's still got a hold of the whip, keeping the wing inoperative. I'm going to use an action to equip the shield on the free arm, since I'm not climbing around quite so much. Yeah, that's kind of going to be it. I really don't have much for a bonus action being tied up as there. I'm going to. Oh, do I end the round?
I believe so.
You do.
Who wants it?
Akia would love it.
All right, I will pass to Akia. Start of the next round.
All right, Akia, the creature. It's got 3 of these babies left, so it's going to Paragon Power. It is going to lay down 3 melee attacks. It's going to send them all towards Gaiman, because Gaiman is the only person in its melee range. It's going to start with its Shattering Strike. That is a critical hit.
Shit.
This is slashing damage.
Okay. So yeah, that definitely hits. I guess I got to do a strength save,
Mm-hmm.
and that's 22 damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna use my last Stone's Endurance reaction to try and mitigate that, and then I'll roll the strength save. No. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I take the 11 damage. Do the save. Save.
Hey, you are not knocked prone.
Okay,
Okay.
as a reaction, I'm going to use the repulsion shield.
Carry 1 shield. Okay.
Well, shoot, that just the regular shield stuff, not the.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Let's look at the wrong damn thing.
While holding it, it can use a reaction after being hit to expend and push the attacker up to 15 feet away. Which direction do you push it?
I want to force it into the water.
Okay, so like this direction here.
Yep.
Okay, you see its back feet and tail kind of start to step off into the bay as its weight starts to onto the ice.
Okay, so I guess I've kind of like slid off of it. I'm like still manhandling the wing. Is that the notion?
Absolutely. And in my headcanon here, you had the wing tied up with your whip. And let's see here. So that was its
First
Shattering
one.
Strike. And now it's going to do a tail sweep. Ooh, a natural
No, it
91.
won't.
And then it is going to do a Rending Jaws.
Yeah, 22 hits.
And then I will need the deck save to see if your hit point maximum is reduced by this attack.
All right. I would like to succeed at a cost.
All right, here is your succeed at a cost in initiative. Oh, no issue.
Yeah, that was totally worth it.
Absolutely. So you lose a couple of hit die, and your hit point maximum is not reduced. Okay, so that was the creature. And we are starting with Akia, correct?
Yes.
Akia, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna run up to it using all my movement, and I'm going to try and get its attention. Now I can finally try and punch it.
Mm-hmm. You activate its Thengu, so you deal 9 points of thunder. but it can now, as a reaction, wing buffet you.
Oh, I accidentally applied 9 points of damage to myself. That's weird.
Ooh, but I don't think a 17 will hit you. A pretty good attack roll, but not enough to hit Akia.
Doesn't hit me either. Oh, it's a Oh, I was expecting like an AoE thing. No, it's just a key. My bad.
Yep. So it swings its wing out against Akia, and Akia, you're able to duck out of the way.
All right, and second attack.
12 hits.
All
As you
right.
go punch.
All right. It is now distracted by my thunder gauntlets.
I gotcha, and you've hit the creature twice. You've gone. The creature is going to steal.
All right.
All right, let's see what happens here. It does not get its radiant breath back. It is going to target Akia. Akia, it is going to attempt to grapple you.
Oof. I cannot beat that.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Oh, well, actually.
Do it.
Yeah, I can if I overclock. So I'll use my reaction.
All right, so you tie it there. No issue.
And it still has disadvantage on strength checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, because of the hex. All right, it's going to go take care of that because it feels that magic happening. So it is going to disengage. And it begins to move. Oh, before I do that, I got to reset its movement. And you see it run over toward the Lotus, and as it is running, it's going to... It'll basically jump as it runs, and let's see if it makes a success here on its wisdom check to avoid any holes. Ooh, okay, it's gonna make a dex save. So you guys see the dragon, as it's bounding toward Lotus, collapse into the ice.
So I've got a wing tied up with the whip. Am I just sort of dragged along the docks here?
Yeah, go ahead and give us a... We're gonna call it a dex save to maintain control on the whip.
All right.
As it starts to... Okay, so what happens? Your whip, as you're trying to hold onto it, gets pulled out of your hand as the dragon starts to run towards Lotus, and you guys see the dragon disappear into the ice. That's almost spooky. Where'd it go? Okay, and we will pass it to Alicia. Alicia, you just saw the dragon go under the ice.
Interesting. Bonus action, we're gonna move the spiritual weapon 20 feet towards the hole, dropping down its elevation by the same amount, more or less. Just getting in preparation for playing whack-a-mole when this thing pops its head back up. Let's see, that was bonus action. Not concentrating on anything, but I will hold for Yes, great. We'll hold for Toll the Dead for when this thing pops back up.
Absolutely. Holding action for Toll the Dead.
Yep. And I will pass it to Lotus.
Okay, so we will mark Alicia having acted. Lotus, you're about to act. You're about to say, okay, what is about to happen?
Right.
And Dragon spends a Paragon power. Coming out of the ice is its tail. But you're able to avoid it. Okay, Lotus, what do you do as the tail misses your leg as it tried to get you?
Alright, I definitely do not like being in this precarious position while it is under there, so I will go ahead and move over this way to at least semi-solid ground here. Then barrel roll.
You're a barrel roll fox. Love it.
Now here. And tell you what, just to make sure, I will go ahead and just take a dash. I'll move over onto actual solid ground here.
Now, question: did you disengage?
Oh, right, I did not.
All right, it'll try to bite you as you run away. Its mouth quickly comes out of the water.
Let me see here real quick. Okay, I will go ahead and burn my reaction in a first level spell slot to shield. That bumps it up to 21.
There we go. Yeah, you are able to magically guard yourself against the creature's mouth as it drives itself out of the water.
Yep. Alright, I would say what you see with the shield comes up, you just see Lotus just raise her arm. You see the circle of magical runes appear around her. She looks a bit surprised because like she sees the language there of the runes, but she doesn't understand it at all. But
I got an actually.
Mhm.
The distraction lasts until my next turn, so they would have disadvantage on that Jaws attack.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, refund yourself the spell slot.
Alright, let's go ahead and take that out of chat. Alright, thank you. Alright, well, never mind all that then. So yeah, I'll just sort of move back here. Just sort of like try like wiping off some of the icy water off the dress, and I'll go ahead and pass to Avalis.
Avalis will hold an arrow shot if he sees the any part of the dragon pop up.
So you're
And-
holding your action for
Yep, and
arrow.
yep, and then the owl will fly to the top of that roof.
Alrighty.
And I'll pass to. Looks like only Gaiman hasn't gone.
All right, the dragon will go ahead and use a Paragon power, and you see it crawl itself out of the water onto the dock. As it begins to shake the water off of its body.
Ooh, max damage.
All right, you hit the creature, and we are passing it to
I need to make a
Gaiman.
wisdom save.
All right, here we go. Wisdom saving throw. All right, it fails and it is injured. It takes full damage from necrotic. It is now bloodied. one of its wings damaged.
Doesn't it have advantage on those saves?
Oh, that's right. It does have magic resistance. And it's going for a DC 17. Oof. Okay. So here's what happens. It succeeds, and any creature within 30 feet does not take any damage because it has to be a first level or higher, and that's a cantrip. Okay. So Gaiman, sorry to interrupt, but it is your turn.
Okay. So, Gaiman's gonna run up to this pillar here at the docks, and I would kind of like to use that and the dragon and pick and grab a hold of the whip again.
Okay.
Let's see, what's the distance? 15 feet. That was a running start. What's the jump rule?
With a 10-foot run up, you can run your strength score.
Okay, so 18. So yeah, okay, so I can make it. So I can make and land on the dragon's back, I guess. And would I be able to, grab hold of the whip again, or would that be like an athletics or a strength check? Grab the whip.
Yeah, so if you're attempting to grab back onto the dragon, we will need another athletics check to grab on.
All right.
Okay, yep, you're able to grab on.
All right. So I'm on the dragon again. Can I get like the whip loose, or is it pretty well wrapped around the wing at this point?
You believe you could get it loose.
All right. I would like to get it loose, and I guess I just have one attack to lash out with the whip.
Sure.
All right. Well, that didn't do anything.
Yes, the whip cracks against the dragon's hide, but it doesn't seem to find purchase.
All right. Well, I'm on there. That's something.
Absolutely. So, Gaiman, let's see here. Going into the 7th round.
I mean, that takes us to time. I don't know if we want to just call it right now.
I was going to say, who is going to start us for next week?
I'm going to pass it to Alicia.
Okay, so Alicia is going to start next week as this epic battle against the dragon continues. And we are going to mark that she is acting, so Alicia is going to start. Excellent, guys. This was a cool fight with all sorts of twists and turns. People going into the water, the dragon going into the water, Gaiman riding the dragon like a bucking bronco. Awesome. And I will take us back to the start screen.
Damn, they won't stay still.
And now the dragon's wing is free again. I love it. All right, y'all.
For now.
For now. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns for me, please send those to me over the week. I will be active in the chat. I hope you guys have a good weekend and a good rest of your week, and we will probably come to the conclusion of our battle next week here in Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, comma, the Chartland Dragon, comma, the undead army attacks Targos.
Yeah, there's that.
Awesome.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, I am going to head to bed, but I will see you guys all next week.
Thanks for running.
Thanks.
My pleasure,
See you more.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.